OpenAI's Slack messages come back to haunt it in a copyright lawsuit. AI startups are coming for Deloitte's most profitable business. The Netherlands seizes a Chinese-owned chip maker. And why are AI billionaires building bunkers? Welcome to #Trending. I'm your host, Jim Love. Let's get into it. OpenAI's private Slack messages are about to go public, at least in court. A U.S. judge has ordered the company to hand over internal Slack chats and emails in an ongoing copyright lawsuit that accuses OpenAI of using pirated books to train its AI models. The plaintiffs said they wanted to see what employees said about Library Genesis, an online collection of millions of copyrighted books that allegedly ended up in training data. The court rejected many of OpenAI's claims that these messages were protected by legal privilege, saying that everyday team chats don't count as confidential legal advice. It's a sign of the times. In recent years, companies have learned to be cautious about what goes into internal memos. But in the age of Slack and Teams, it's possible that offhand comments, quick jokes, or even casual remarks could now become part of evidence and even sway the outcome of a lawsuit. This doesn't mean that firms should act like the mob and put nothing in writing. It just means that in a world where every chat is searchable, think before you type might become as important as think before you talk. A lot of attention has been focused on how AI is changing software development, but a new wave of automation may be coming for one of the more lucrative corners of the industry: consulting. Firms like Deloitte and Accenture have built massive, profitable businesses implementing and integrating enterprise software, projects that can last months and even years and bring in billions in revenue. Now, a startup called Echelon is using AI agents to do that work faster and cheaper. The company has just come out of stealth, raising about $5 million to build AI systems that can plan, configure, test, and document ServiceNow implementations, jobs that could normally require large consulting teams and even months of effort. These AI agents can read requirements, ask follow-up questions, and automatically create workflows and test scripts. Echelon's founders say they're not out to replace consultants entirely, but to automate the repetitive, rules-based work that drives costs and delays. If they're right, the implications are enormous. Consulting giants depend on this type of implementation work for a huge share of their revenue. AI-driven automation could compress multi-year projects into weeks, forcing big firms to rethink how they make money. And for Deloitte and Accenture, both already investing heavily in their own AI tools, this might be the first real test of whether they can disrupt themselves before someone else does. The Dutch government has taken control of a company called Nexperia, a major chip maker owned by China's WingTech technology, and it's a move that's sending shockwaves through the global semiconductor industry. The officials invoked an emergency law, normally used for wartime powers, to seize oversight of a company. They cited serious governance shortcomings and fears that sensitive chip technology could be transferred to China. Under the order, the Dutch state can now block or reverse company decisions, effectively sidelining the Chinese parent firm while allowing chip production to continue. WingTech shares tumbled nearly 10% in Shanghai after the news, and the company says it plans to challenge the action in court while seeking diplomatic help from Beijing. Analysts are calling this a landmark case, the first time a European government has taken direct control of a Chinese-owned tech firm. It's also a sign that Europe might be starting to flex its muscles in the global tech sovereignty race, following similar U.S. efforts to protect critical chip supply chains. But given China's recent clapback over U.S. tariffs, it will be interesting to watch how both Beijing and Brussels react to this one. And finally, we keep hearing the same thing from the people leading the AI revolution. the Musks, the Altmans, the Bezos. Don't worry, they tell us. They're doing this responsibly. It won't cause mass unemployment. It won't spark unrest, like destroy civilization. And yet, a surprising number of these folks are building bunkers. And I don't mean weekend retreats. I mean actual underground shelters designed to survive a zombie apocalypse. And maybe this is just extreme preparedness. Or maybe they know something we don't. Now, there's a certain irony here. The same people reassuring us that AI is safe are also making sure they'll be fine if it's not. But then there's a story from a security consultant who once briefed a room full of billionaires on bunker design. And they asked, how could they make sure their guards would protect them after the event? And his answer? You won't. When the world falls apart, the first thing your guards will do is get rid of you and take over the bunkers themselves. Scary stuff. And that's our show. If you like what we're doing, please share the show with others. Give us a like or comments on your favorite podcast app or site. You can find us everywhere, Alexa, Spotify, YouTube, you name it. And we love to hear from you. So you can reach me at technewsday.ca or .com. Just go to the Contact Us page, drop us a note. And while you're there, if you want to support what we're doing, you can go to the Donate tab and consider contributing the cost of a cup of coffee a month to support the show. And if you're watching this on YouTube, just leave a comment under the video. We read them all. I'm your host, Jim Love. Have a wonderful Wednesday.